All right, let's get this show on the road. Good evening, everybody. Well, it's evening for me. I don't know about anybody else that's going to be showing up tonight, but I want to welcome you to my stream. I know that when I did this last Thursday, we got I don't know, about 10, 15 people showing up. Don't know if I'll get anybody showing up this time. WinForms is not a fun topic, and quite frankly, I have no desire to have a stream constantly on WinForms. This is just something that I ran into that I want to see if I can get updated and then move on to some other topics. But I really did enjoy doing it last week. It was a lot of fun, and it was something that I'm definitely planning on doing every Thursday night now. And I already have a whole bunch of other topics that I'm feeling that I'm thinking about and feeling out. Do I want to do them? Where can I go with them? And it's really intention to just find a whole bunch of things to look at, play with, try stuff out, see what they work, fail miserably, do all that stuff. So, hopefully we get some people tonight. If we don't, that's fine too. This is for especially for tonight. This is a little kind of like therapeutic. This week is, I won't get into details, but it's been a little bit tough emotionally and things that have been going on this week. Definitely not an easy week this week. But sometimes that happens. Sometimes things don't necessarily go great, but you have to find ways to move on. I don't want to get into too many details. I already have, but it's nothing that major. Just some things change, and you have to roll with things. So I'm having a drink. You don't know what's in this cup. What's funny about this cup, and I don't know if the glare from my lights here are going to make it too hard to see, but I'm going to try to get this up here so you can see this. This is my high school graduation mug. And yeah, it's a little fuzzy. Let's move back here a little bit more. This is Flying Dutchman. Yeah, I'm putting out the year of when I graduated high school. So go with that. It's actually not that bad of, and I totally forgot that I had this mug. I mean, I was just looking for one upstairs in the cupboard, and this was stuffed way in the back. And I'm like, wow, I actually had this, and it's not a shabby one. It's pretty. The thing was the name of my school. It's Oostburg, Wisconsin. So that's the town I grew up in, and the name of our, like, not mascot or whatever, but like our team names, sports teams names, whatever, Flying Dutchman. I'm not kidding. And if you look closely, you can actually see the Dutch, the wooden shoe with the wing on the end. it's hilarious. The community, very, it was a Dutch settlement. That's how it started. And so, yeah, a lot of Dutch names, a lot of people with Dutch backgrounds growing up there. Of course, having a last name Bach, that doesn't work out very well, but you make do. So let's get into some coding. Let's have some fun. So what I did last time is I basically, I need to put the screen up. It doesn't make a lot of sense to do any of this. And I'm also now, I am using StreamYard, but I'm using the UID at 720. So I tried to make sure that the code should be 14 points. So it should be a little bit easier to see, hopefully. So we'll just roll with that. The thing with this project, as I mentioned last time, is I had this updated for .NET Core 3.1. Moving it to 6 has been a little bit problematic with the UI stuff. There's some things in WinForms that don't really map as easily over from the old stuff to what's there. They actually remove some of the menu control stuff. So I've just been going through the controls one by one, looking at what was there and making new controls in the new world. And it's a little bit manual, but I've been getting close. I think at this point, look at what I got here. This is the old way. And if I go over here, this should be the new way. And we got a dialogue. We got the main form that's going to change. We got a piece. And so I think those are the ones that we have done. And so now I got to look back again and say with the controls, We do have a main form. I should call this, just rename it to, no, not that. We need to, need to change on my keyboard. I have where you can switch the function keys, and sometimes I forget I switched it from one to the other. So we want to rename that to main form. Okay. Now the one that should start up when we run. Yeah, it just changed it. Okay, cool. All right. So let's close, do that. And we've got the about dialog. We have this. Did I put the board in here? No, I didn't. So in the controls, we do have a board. And I think this is just like, I don't remember what this is. I don't remember what kind of control this is, but that's fine. I think this one might be kind of safe if I say copy and paste. So we'll do this. Copy and paste it in here. And let's say, where is that? It's the board res. I want to see the actual code of this. So if I do that, well, it brings that up, which is fine. Oh, okay, view code. Sure, whatever. We're not going to call that. We're going to also file scope namespaces, get rid of any unused usings. And yes, you're complaining about this because this is a visible instance field. I think I had this in one of my other controls. F7 there. Yeah, I just made, okay, I did a get and set. So, okay, fine. We'll just say get set. I'm not really trying to make this any better per se. I'm not really trying to change the logic of any of this stuff. I'm trying to leave it where it is as is. And if once I get it converted over and then it's good, then we're fine. I think this is saying, yeah, we don't need to set it to that. I get oh, good. Yeah, let's then document, because that will be one less. No. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. What I wanted it to say is not declares nullable. Remove the unnecessary assignment. That's the. Hey, why do you not move over? Fine, whatever. I got all. Trying to get rid of all the red. What is this? Yeah, pieces is a multi-dimensional array. Don't make it a jagged array. Whatever. See, here's the thing where I'm just kind of like going, well, what does that actually mean? And I'm thinking I'm just going to suppress this in source because I really don't want to deal with that. All right, so we have where we're passing in null. And I think we're saying, so I think this player X, this is where the whole nullability thing kicks in, and you're like, yeah, we do check for X and Y not being null. Okay, so we can actually do that. And the board can also be nullable. So these actually should also be that. That is definitely allowable. Okay. And so we should say here is not null. Null, that's good. Source apparently can be null, so we'll do that as well. Yep. And then, oh, we have a background worker. I forgot about that. So, okay, we'll just let it go. So what is this? Nullability of reference types and type parameter sender avoid doesn't match the target. Oh, okay, because these are now, the first one is actually that. Okay. And then if we go back up here, I believe the annotation for these handlers, you have to have the first thing being being nullable. Okay, so now we still have something being problematic here. Non-nullable property must contain a non. Oh, good now. Okay, sure. And so I have no idea if any of this is actually going to work once I actually run it. That's going to be the fun thing. So that's going to be hopefully a point. Are you going to say this again? Oh God. Fine. Let's put this. pragma warning around the whole thing. And, I've been helping out a team where I work and doing a whole bunch of like upgrading libraries that we have internally and stuff, and kind of running into this where we have to put the pragma warning checks in because we're trying to do a lot with the analyzers and .NET, and we really want things to be enforced. But when you have code that's been in flight for many years, you can't just suddenly change something like the name of this is wrong, you should use this name. Well, yeah, but that might break somebody unintentionally, as examples. So you do sometimes with older code have to have these floating around, and then eventually you hope the pragma warnings are almost like to-dos. Like, can we get back to this at some point and fix it? But all right. So I always like those on the next line. What we got next here? Piece unselected. Is that, yeah, same thing. This question mark. And then what is this? Converting null literal possible null value to non-nullable type. So it's possible. That's interesting. So it's possible that we could actually get to the point of this not having a value, but we're kind of relying upon that we get into this state. So do we want to do this? Okay. If we do that, I'd say just do this across the board is not null in the current document. Okay. And so we're up here. Oh, we're down here. Okay. So this is also saying this is a position. Represented piece may be null here. Interesting. And this is from there. And this is a point. So this is the fun thing about putting in code that did not have nullable reference types in it, and now using nullable reference types and going, well, this worked before. So what are we doing here? If get val this, and the point here used to be a system drawing point. And what was that? System drawing point. Is that a struct? It was a struct. So this had to come in as not null. And so we had to have expected it to always be not null. Okay. So this must have always worked. And so we're saying here, there, the good old damn it operator. So, you're like, look, I know this is going to be not null, even though technically it could be at this point. All right. So we get to here, and current player piece board. I'm almost thinking if you get to this point, you're basically saying that, yes, the board. Like update. Okay. If the board is null, let's also change that to is null. Change that all in the document. And so we've already said here that the board, where is that defined? What do I say? Oh, that's because it's what's being passed in. Okay. Could I actually say here? No, you can't. Okay. You can't just say new. If the board is null, we're going to make a new one. Otherwise, we use what's there. So as I follow this, when I call update piece status, where's all the places that this could be called? It could be called here, which we know it's, now keep that up. We know that's going to be not null there. We go through this. On piece selected is essentially assuming that the board had to have been not null. And the same thing here. It would have, see, this is where to-dos show that they're never done. To-dos are to never do, because this comment has been there for 17 years. I've never added handling. You got to love it. You absolutely got to love it. So update piece status always assumes that the board is not null. Yeah. We could actually say, instead of here, we know the board is not null. And actually, because you do this, see, the compiler is smart enough to go, oh, well, then I don't need to check it here because that's actually good enough. We know that that's good. Represented piece, we know is not going to be null. Actually, does that mean represented piece is this? And it's because I thought I made that a record. Because why can't that be a record? Up in the code somewhere, I had said we're gonna make a point. Oh, the point is a record. Okay, the point is a record struct. Yes, this is a class. This is always okay. I was getting confused. That is my fault. Okay, which is fine. Which is fine. Valid piece choices. Yeah, oh, where is this coming from? Yeah, but we know it's not. Like if we got down to this point, we're also assuming that it would not have been null. Why? But we would have. So we do. Okay. So, okay, let's get rid of that. I think I got to keep in mind that I can just say, hey, a lot of these, I'm just assuming that they would not have been null. It would have had to have worked if we got to this point in code. Same thing here. Same thing here. And that as well. Of course, if this is a bad assumption, then as I run the code again, it's going to be, it's going to show its ugly head because that's not what we want to do. So piece point, where is that? That's a new point. What is this saying here? Canonically. Oh, okay. So whatever location is. Well, that's interesting. So this is actually, because it's in the UI world, this is actually a system drawing point. So we need to say new here point, system drawing point, which takes an int x and an int y. So we could say piece point x, piece point y. Kind of ugly, but you know, it does what we need it to do. This would also be that, because we know we would have actually had this working. Sure, let's add some error handling. This would have been a move, so actually, who's setting this up? Run worker, completed event handler, move worker, do work. What is this? I forgot how all these worked. No pun intended. We can actually do this as a cast because it always had to have worked anyway. The cast is a complaining about now. Result. There. Okay. This same thing. We know that this would have been an iEngine for whatever reason. We could say, yes, we know that coming out would be that. We know this would have been fine. Also probably just say, you know what, just cast it, because we know that. Well, why even cast it? Oh, wait, why are we doing that? public object. Did we make this clonable or something? Oh yeah, we did. So it's got to be okay. Fine, we use that old ugly interface. That's fine. We can do this. Put that in there, and that's fine. Oh, what? Generate. Oh, fine, whatever. Local, yeah. Oops. Yes, we could do that, and then we'll say using that. There. Sure. Sure. Let's do that. It's one thing to just keep putting question marks and exclamation points everywhere, but reset options. Is that something I missed? So this is the new one. This is the old one. And what am I looking at here? This is the actual board. So if I said here, reset options. So you know what that is. Oh, because that's a form that we haven't created yet. I see. Okay. So actually, we could probably do that. Let's make a new form. Add new item. Say here, form. And what are we calling this reset option? Okay. All right. So now, reset options. I should read what I type. All right. Okay. Now you need this human thing here, which is fine. So we can say constant human. If we do 7 here, we can do the same thing, except get rid of all that. And then we'll say that, and that. We can have that. So now this, I know what that is. It will not be null. It's going to be something. Let's be, okay, because full name from the get type could be null, but we know it's not. So we just say yes. Full name on that one. Okay. Okay, so that takes care of that one. Reset options. What do we got in reset options? So if I come back over here, we do have some events. We do got some things going on here. So we're going to have to see what this looks like. So reset options. This is probably, yeah. I don't think, if I look at the controls here, the properties, this one was, it's anchor top left. This one is anchor top. Really? That's anchor top left? Because if that's anchor top and left, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the, does it actually, yeah, I don't think that's right, because you can't resize this. So it has to be of a certain size. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I was overthinking this. Okay, so what I need is over here, let's close that. No, that's not what I want at all. What the heck is that? Set options. Okay. So let's bring this out a little bit to get it close to what this is like. And then we need the properties up. Okay. And this is where we need the maximize box to false, because we don't want that. The minimize box to false. You can only close it. And then we need a label. So we're going to have toolbox. Yeah, this always brings back such memories. I won't say they're good, bad, or indifferent. They're just memories. Okay. So we'll do that. That is player 0. Oh, no, not that. Not when you click it. There should be no event there. Okay. Get rid of that. No. Oh my God. Don't you dare. There. Thank you. Okay. This, do we actually name it over here? Player X label. I did. I actually gave it a name. Um, Go figure. That was me being, who I am. No, we don't want that. Where do we actually? There. X label. And then the text of it was player X. There. That. We have a player, we have a list box. Up here. Find it there. And let's get some buttons on here too. I should do the whole tab order thing too. That would be very helpful. Very helpful. This is our OK button. Really? Yes. OK button. Text. Okay. That's the default. Is there something like a? I forgot that this was like assigned something. Like the standard. I forget what you called this. Like a way to say, if you hit this, this is what. And never mind. I'm overthinking it. Wait. The text here is okay. The text here. Oh, I did add okay, not and. Okay, there we go. This is our cancel button. And text here should be cancel. There we go. And this about up to here. And then we'll do this. So we've got the same thing. We should actually, no, wait a minute. Yeah, we want to do that. Anchor both of these to not there, to there, there, and there. Okay. So if I have to grow it like that, there we go. But that will be the default size. So this is player Y label. Y label. And it should be player Y. And this is, what do we call this? Player X list. This is player X list. And this is player Y list. All right. Tab stop. This is 0. This is 0. So that should end 0, 1. I thought there was a trick here that if you made them all 0, that might be completely wrong. What was this? This tab stop was 1, 3, 4. Oh, because I was stopping on the labels, I guess. Okay, whatever. So we got our reset options here. Let's go look in the code. And same here. What is this? And you want that to be a body for constructor. Okay, so we have a human, we have these. Those should be for the other partial form, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. So what do we do here? Do we just say those two, those up there? Yeah. Okay. Right. You want to call this? Oh, so we're going to want to make that a block body. Okay, that's fine. Don't know in the lists things stuff, but you do now. Okay. Go. And then let's just copy all this in and then we'll set the events and the right things. Yeah, and then we'll deal with all the nullable reference stuff as needed. Okay. So if we come back here, cancel, we go into its event, it should have a cancel button click, and this should be OK button click. Okay. All right. So that's good. Although these should probably be this, because if those are events, that's what it should be. What is this? So these can be nullable. And let's look at that. We don't need to do that. Where's debug text? Whoops. Where's that actually being referenced? Well, it is. This also means that these have to be nullable. Really? Oh, these are, I'm being an idiot. I don't even know my own game. This is player X, player O, player O label. Okay. And it should probably say player O. Same thing here. So that should be O. There we go. Okay, so now that should all be good. You should know what an O list is. Because assembly qualified name could be, nope. That would be, no, not there. There. And then that. So get rid of that. Come back to you in a moment. Select an item. We know it's a string, right? You're saying it's a dereference. Player X. No, we know what we're putting in here, folks. Okay. We know it's a string. Same thing here. String. Okay, cool. But we're still saying here, the call is saying that goes string comparison varying culture. Now, what's funny is I noticed that I used to have this style where I actually would literally say like equal to false. I don't know why I was doing that. Like I gotta not forget, because we do not want to say that. And we don't want to do this either. That string comparison invariant. Why don't you like that? Use ordinal. Oh. Sure. Whatever makes you happy, you know. Of course, here I changed that. Okay, that's fine. So it's the same thing. Come on. String comparison. And then we are making activator create instance. And this is probably saying, yeah, I think that's probably null. So and then new object, new debug text writer with this debug text. And that was assuming that is always. So wait a minute. Why are we just say get set? I don't even need that anymore. I think that's probably a holdover from an earlier C# syntax, where we could just say this debug text. Same thing here. String. I do not envy people that have to like take an application that was maybe written a while ago and say, hey, .NET 6 is here, update it. You know, and this is code that's been around for months, years, you know, have fun. So what's the no literal? So create instance is going to say, I think you're null. We're going to say, no, you're not. And takes care of that. But get type, you know that's going to work. So we're good. And that takes care of that. Okay. What's the last thing up here? Reset options. Oh, well, fine, we're going to do this. And then we're hitting a condition here that you better have set this to something because we're assuming that's going to be correct. Probably a bad assumption, but whatever works. Okay, so reset options is done-ish, right? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So let's go over here. What do we got left here? We've got, and the main form is probably the biggest thing. Sure, save, whatever. I don't care. We've got the about dialog, board, we have the debug text writer, main form we haven't done yet. We got the piece, we got the reset options, and program is up here. So yes, the main form is all that is left. And I think if I remember right, let's stretch this out a little bit. That's what we want. And that's what we want to get to. So yeehaw, let's have some fun. So and if I remember right, yeah, this is going to have, well, there's a lot of like about menu click, that's easy. File open menu click, that's easy. Save, game reset, undo, unmove, made, update, game status. So some of this shouldn't be too bad. Famous last words. Did I just say that? Okay, let's just go for it. We could probably, let's try this. Can we just copy these and then say, come back over here. Let's go to our main form. Let's call this title. Is there like a title here? Text Quixo.net. And let's really stretch this out. And then, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Now, is this like anchor top, left, right? That should probably have also come through and saying anchor top, left, right. Yes. So let's move these over a little bit. Oh, well, that's, yeah, they're going to keep coming over. So we want to get rid of that. But that was good that worked. I thought I actually grabbed the X's and the O's here as well. But again, there we go. So let's just move all that. Oh, that using the arrow key there would be a lot of suckage. There. And then let's just grab these and, pull these over just a little bit. There. So now if I move the form back a little, yeah, it should come along with it. Okay, good. So we got that going for us. This is a board control. This is, I don't know what that is, and this is something else. What happens if we copy this and we just say paste? That's a whole bunch of bad. That's just awful. That's not what I wanted to have happen at all. In fact, can I say control? Yeah, thank you. Let's go back here. This, come on, just let me click on something here. This is a board. But is there like there's a splitter control here. Okay. Okay. There is a splitter control here. Yeah. I forgot about you. I forgot about that splitter control. I think I was using the splitter control to try to, because is this the old one? Yeah. If I run this, oh, now you're failing. Why are you? This worked before. Let's close this. You never saw that. You didn't see anything. I swear this morning I was trying this out with just this up and it was working just fine. But now it's getting hung up because there are these, crap. Oh, well. It's a little anger inducing. Those are 3. Okay. Well, that should be fine. I mean, if I say bring that up again, and I say here the old one, Wow. It's almost 9 o'clock where I am. This is all unfortunately more work than I thought it would be. Isn't that famous last words? Yeah, I thought this would be simple. This would be easy. It never is. Yeah, now you're failing again. All these I am looking at the right thing, right? How did those menu controls suddenly disappear? Did I accidentally um undo changes? Yes. Can you run now? Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, I think I was okay. That's why I had the splitter here because I wanted to say you can, in your infinite wisdom, decide to scrunch all this up and down and left and right. Okay. But, and of course, it also resizes, as you see here, which isn't really that helpful. I mean, I guess you could, it is kind of cute that you can, you can split these around and it works just fine. Um, but yeah, if I come back here and I close this, come back into here and I say, let's just bring this up again. Where did all these splitters go? And I don't even remember how a freaking splitter works. So this will be kind of what they call fun. So this, is there like a splitter here? Game statistics splitter, move history splitter, and a debug splitter. So I guess what you're saying is you want me to copy all this, right? Is there a way to say like, wait, do that? Okay, I got that, 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 and that, and that, and that. Okay, copy all that. Let's come back over here and say, you just get pasted. Yeah, didn't really work the way I wanted it to. So that's not good. All right, let's come back over here. Let's say there's a splitter. Oh, that's a panel. I thought there was a splitter here. Wait, what just happened? That's a splitter. There is a splitter here. It's really hard to see. But then above it, I think there is like a panel. Man, that is hard to, yeah. Huh. I don't know how I actually laid this out. And I can't just copy and paste that in because that's not necessarily how it works. Um, where's a splitter? How does this work? What did that just do? I have no idea. I don't know what that just split on. I just put a panel like, and then I don't know. That is that what I want to do? Game statistics panel? Is that what they call it? What is this panel? It's anchored top left. Where is it? Does it? Location 0, 0. We want the same thing here. 0, 0. Except no, that's not what we want. Wait. Oh, is there a panel? Oh, is that for the thing on top? I do that. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm getting totally confused now. This is a game statistic. Let's take that out. Let's put this in here. That. Wait a minute. Can we safely try this? Yes, we can. Okay. So the game statistics panel was actually the thing on top, and then these controls just came along for the ride. Aha. Okay. Except these are way over here. And that is actually not what I want to see at all. They got two. Why is that? Why does it get so like... Is this like anchored top left? What is this? Same thing here. What's the width on this? Size? That width is awfully large. Let's make it like 17. Yeah. That would about 800. Same thing here. Let's make this 800. Now let's take both of these and get them so they're kind of close. Okay. And then, okay, so we're back to normal. Okay, so that's the game statistics panel. Okay, I was actually mistaken. Okay. And then we have a game statistics splitter here, which has a board and a list view that's separated. There's got to be a splitter in here too, isn't there? Yes, there's another splitter here. So how do I get a board to show up here? Oh, well, okay. So we have a splitter here. So if I do that, but what did that do? It's a horizontal split. Yeah, so we need this to be a horizontal split. But my old school WinForms days are completely flailing on me right now. Very much so. Well, that's what this is, right? This is I'm saying this is a vertical split. But this is saying this is a horizontal split. But it looks vertical to me. Right? Wait a minute. Am I looking at the right thing here? Oh, that's just the cursor. That's the... I'm being an idiot. I don't know. I'm so lost right now. Context menu, strip causes validation. I don't know anymore. What if I put a splitter down here? Oh, you don't even want to have a splitter down here, do you? Well, that's just... No, that's not even remotely what I want. Oh, boy. Help. This is... That's the panel. That's what we had up here. And then what I would love to be able to do is just grab all the rest of this. do that and then just put it in here, but that's not working. It's getting all confused. I don't know what I'm grabbing. I don't know what's coming over. None of it looks good. Okay. Thanks. This is really becoming a bust. And I don't just want to pull all these controls over because Lord knows what it's going to look like when I do that. What happens though if I take up here and I say, like, put a board on? Oh, God. Wow, that is a huge mess and a half. Well, that's sad. That's really sad. Because the board shows up here just fine. What happened? Wait, if I come over here and I say, double click on the board. Yeah, if I come over here and I double click on my board, it does the same thing. So it does show up here. It's just the main form doesn't know how to show it. Oh boy. How did I ever get this to work? How did I ever get this to work? I don't know. Well, now that looked like crap. I really want to be careful here because this doesn't have any Quixo control board. If I forget all the menu things, can I actually, wow, that'd be a real big hack. Yeah, it's funny. Once I bring this up, if I try to, well, no, it's already running. So the menu options are actually here. That I already can see. But they're saying like that's never used. Well, of course it's used. It has to be used. But now just by bringing this up, I'm getting all this weird crap showing up here. And of course, everything is over an initialized component. So if I go to that, that's where everything is. Oh, there's a doc style. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, but that's not very helpful now, is it? I don't know where the menu options went in here, but in a way, this is actually oddly like what I want. This is going to be some surgery here. Hold on. And I'm not happy with surgery. So this, yes, it's fine. Here, and let's have stuff into the board. Not the board. We want the main form. We want 12. Okay. And so we have like arrow. What? Who? No. Why are you doing that? No, 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 no. Don't run. Yeah, fine. Stop. Just when I hit the stop button, I mean stop. Okay. So game statistics panel. Which one is which now? This is the old. Let's just grab these here. And we don't need that. We need the menu options just yet. We want all the rest of it, which is fine. Okay. All right. Now, this is where I'm going to be making a huge mistake. Because if I come in initialize component, actually all of these I want. In fact, I think I want all of this. You know, it says don't do this, but I want this. There's one thing up here that it does not like. That's that. Now, that's the designer, that's that. Yeah, but what happens when I try to actually open this now? What crappiness does this look like? Sometimes you just have to completely demolish what's there and just say, screw it. There you go. All right. Well, that's progress. That's definitely progress. Let's come back over here. I'm okay. Well, so I'm kind of grooving on this. We don't care about the menu options. Yes, region, designer code. Let's actually grab all this stuff now. Even though we're not using the menu click options or anything like that just yet, that's okay. Just do that. And I actually want to put in, and this is where I had to do a WinForms app here because I wanted to put in, this is the tool strip, and then you get context items here. And what I have here is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so I want to have like a, in fact, if I copy, I don't know, if I say copy that, can I just put that in here? No, that didn't work at all. That didn't work. Wow. Okay, so, but I want to have like a tab strip here, I think. And what is this called? This is a menu strip, Okay. We want that. Well, oh, I see the menu strip. Okay, well, this is going to be problematic because I want the menu. Well, what happens if I just say, like, I want it to be on this window, you know, but no, you actually have to drop it like somewhere. Like if I drop it here, it actually puts it here, and that's not what I want at all. Like, did you go away? God, I hope so. But if I put it up here, if I try to even run this, what's going to happen? Yeah, you get this horrendously ugly. I mean, the stretches and everything, which is great. And look at that. That's awesome. That all clicks well. And then I can move that there. And well, geez, I mean, it's not updating everything. That's the problem. These menu options, while they're the right ones, they're yeah. How did that even work over here? Like the menu options were here and they, oh, brother. I'm so close. I am so close. This is menu strip 2, menu strip 1. I don't know. Can you go away? What about you? Can you go away? Sure. What I really want is for this position, like if I said the position should be like 20, what does that do? Nothing. Can I don't know. Can I just say move these all down? Or just literally move them down a little bit? Would that work? I don't know. Does anything work in life? Can I now take the whole form and maybe drag it? No, I want to grab the whole form and grab that down a little bit. Now, if I say, you know what, let's take this little mocked up design that I had here. I'll just pop it in here. And when you look at that, we've got a menu strip. Okay. Menu strip 1 because reasons. And then what I can do now is just say, you know what? Let's just pull this up a little bit here. And then you know what? Let's just pull this up a little bit here. You know, just a little dab. Okay, just a little dab. Why are you not? Okay, I did not want to do that. Just pull this over just a little bit. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. What do you hear? Your menu strip 1. Sure. What did I call it over here? On the old and busted. I mean, I know it's saying I don't know what these are, but I had a context menu, undo context menu. About game, main. I think I just call it, let's call it the main menu strip. Why not? Okay. And then this thing here, that is an open tool strip menu item. So when we click on open here, we wanted to say an event that you don't know about. But if we come over here, yeah, okay, I know what's happening here. We want to take, no, these are in the right spot. We've got all these in the right spot. I thought I copied all those over. Unless it said, no, you're not. I deleted those for you because I'm smart. That's the main form. Please don't get screwed up. Thank you. Okay, what we want to do though is come back here and say, let's take all of this, grab those, come back into here, put those here. That should be okay-ish, right? We'll just say using here. But let's at least get one. There should be an on open now. So if I say open and I say click, there should be an on open. File open. And then if I say save here, There should be a on save. Print, I have no idea what a print does. I don't think we even had a print. I think I just left a print there to say someday we'll print, right? And then do we have an exit? Files reset, undo, move, make. Nope. Game reset should have game reset menu item, click, and then help about should have an about menu, click. There you go. And it's just that simple. It is just that simple. All right. So we just need to come in here now and say, yes, this, yes, yes, yes. Okay. We can just say var formatter here is now a QF. I don't know what QF is. Okay, fine. Okay, yeah. Using. And what's the problem here? What? Oh, okay. I forgot I made that a static. So I don't need a formatter. Using and then reset. What is the problem here? Using. Thank you. Oh, we don't have a serialization exception now. Can you actually take? I thought those could be player X, player Y. Initialize board, player X, player Y. So this could actually be this and this. Saying Y, it doesn't. It's not that. Okay. Again, we don't have that, so we do that. We get rid of that. We do this. We simplify that. We're not going to get that, and we should definitely not be getting that. So we can take that off, do that, and then do a using that. Right. Okay. And then coming up here, let's get rid of the, yeah, that's not going to happen. It shouldn't. Okay. Here, and you need a using here. And do that. Board reset. And actually take, yes, it can. So let's come back up here. So this can actually take a null. And then that goes away. And we've got one more thing. What don't you like? Update game status. We're doing I+1 to string culture info current culture. Are you okay now? Actually do this, make it a little bit easier to read. I believe, can we believe? I don't know. I have a board. It's not updating the status on the other side though. So we're missing something here. Let's come back over to this maybe, possibly. We're really close though. I mean, that's actually, somewhat of a, are there any, there's no data bindings. This is move history list. So if I go into the code here and I say move history list, yeah, undo to point context menu. Oh, we don't have an undo. Okay, so it's update game status that should be getting called, right? And so we say, oh, we don't have that in our main form. Okay. And on move made here should be that. Now let's try it. Look at that. And yeah, this isn't perfect. I mean, definitely not perfect at all. But it is working. Yeah, there's no undo here. I don't have the undo in working. But let's say game reset. Let's see if this actually works. So we want to have a human player and then the smart one. Let's say, okay. So we start over. I'm going to do my move here. Now we should be waiting for the really smart engine to kick in and eventually give me a move, right? At least that's the hope. I mean, oh, good. It did something. Well, hot damn it, hallelujah. Awesome. And it's getting the evaluation down here. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I love it. This is a triumph. This is an actual I'm going to lose. I mean, I'm really just going to lose on purpose here. I'm just going to let it do the thing because I want to see, does it get to the point where it says, yes, I won and you're stupid? You know? Let's see. Oh, that's actually a mistake. I'm surprised it did that because I'm like, you should be putting another O up there. I don't know why you're trying to do that. You know, you should just be trying to, why is it doing that? You think it's like, hey, storm the castle here. Why are you like not trying to actually win? Okay. This is kind of surprising, you know, but that's the fun of coding, right? Um, do you know what your objective is here, pal? Do you okay? Now it's like, okay, going, I had enough of you. Okay. You can just go away, buddy. Yeah, now it's really pouring on the heat. It's like saying, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. You can just go bye-bye. Wait, that's a mistake too. It should have realized that there was actually a line there. I think if I went back, it should have realized there was a line there. It's not doing an evaluation very well. So maybe I have a chance of beating this. I don't know. Let's push this down there. Okay. Well, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. It's definitely not going to help. Let's just try that. And there it wins. And then, okay, so it did win. I mean, it did seem though that if I watched the video back, it did seem like it was missing some potential wins there. I don't know why it was not evaluating the board as well as it should have. Let's give it one more try. Let's say reset. Again, I'll be the human. We'll do that. And I'll say, let's kind of do that again. Let's see what about does. Didn't put anything there. This is a little, I wonder what happens when I click that. Did it actually try to go to a website? No. And now I can't shut this. I can't get rid of this. And I can't close this, and I can't close this. Um, can I say close all windows? Thank you. Okay, so when I say about here, let's come back up here to my about dialog. So when I say there should be like a OK button here. What do I do in the old code? Let's close all this. Back here to the about dialog. What happens when I say OK here? There should be an OK button. Click. This dot close. Okay, so let's come back over here and let's do F7. All that. It's not. And then we'll say that has to be a question mark. Okay, fine. And then in the dialog here, we can say that there should be now an OK button click. Okay. Fine. And then in the main form, if we come to about, that should be on about menu item click. And that seems fine. I mean, but we weren't closing it before. So let's make sure that we can actually close it this time. So help about, and that actually looks better formatted. And I say close and it stops. Okay, so one more game. Let's do one more game. Human. And I can actually stretch that out, but that doesn't actually pull over. So that's not, there's going to be minor tweaks I'm going to do off camera that I just don't care about, validation and stuff. But that's fine. I wanted to get the majority of this working so it's at least somewhat visible and usable and all that other good stuff. So it seems like the first time takes a little bit of time, and that's okay. Okay, I am X. So I want to have lots of X. Let's try this. Let's push you off. And what are you going to do? You're going to do that. Okay. That's cute. Let's just try that, see what happens. Yeah, these need to, like I thought if you double clicked on them, they would actually expand out, but they don't seem to be doing that. We want it to be like move player and at least like a minimum amount of size so that you can see that. Okay, so did this here. I think the evaluation is slightly not in its favor, which is kind of interesting. So I don't know. Let's try that. Let's see if that does anything. So you're trying to build up down there. If I push this up here, it's going to push these down, and I don't want that. Let's do this. Now it thinks it's slightly up. Now it thinks it's even more up. How dare you? Let's put that there. And now you're trying to build that, I think. You're seeing that line happening, which is not good. So I'm going to put that there. I don't remember how I came up with the whole evaluation, like how the function is that I have that evaluates the board position. I really do not remember. I can't push this over because it would immediately well, it should then do that. Let's try it. If I push this here, what that should do is say, oh, I could just move my O over here. That will push this over and I will have a victory. It shouldn't even have to think about this. Yep. And it wins. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I will commit this off camera. And I think, just on my own time, I'm going to say, I'm also curious if I say save, what will this do? If I go into, let's just say documents here, I'll just put in my documents folder. So I'll say quick game, save. Go to my documents folder. Whoops, documents. And I should see a quick game in here somewhere, right? Quick game. And it thinks it's a Notepad++ file, which, it's not that bad. If I open that up and I look over here, let me pull this over so you can see it. Yep, formatted it just fine. That's exactly what I wanted. So that's cool. All right, and then if I say like reset and let's just do 2 humans that way, and then I say open game and I pick that Quixo game, does it load it? It does. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's actually really cool. I mean, it had this little repainting thing, issue thing. But yeah, I think I'm in a good space here with this, and I don't think I'm going to revisit this on another stream. I do have an idea or 2 or 3 about maybe trying some other UI targets. Like, I don't want to say exactly what, but I'm thinking maybe putting in like a Blazor front end to this, and maybe a Maui front end to this, and maybe even a Spectre console front end of this. I think that might be actually a little interesting to see what that does. And just play with it and see what I can get out of it with different UI engines. I think I might actually, in fact, I know that's on my list, is just to say, hey, let's just try some other front ends of this and see what we can get to work, and is it actually going to work well at all. But I may push that off to the side for now and try some other things. I'm getting, I got, like I said, a list of things to look at and try for the future, for different streams on Thursday night. The next one next week, we'll probably have to do something with Rosalind and searching. I'll kind of just leave it at that, but that one should be, I think, a lot of fun, and I feel like a lot more modern than dealing with WinForms code, because frankly, I don't want to do that again. So didn't have as many people on tonight as I had before, and that's fine. I'm going to just keep doing this. I'm going to keep plugging away at this and see where this goes. So for anybody who did attend, I really appreciate you watching the stream, and I hope you show up in the future. And that is all for tonight. Stay safe, everybody. I will see you later.